In this video, you are going to learn how I add subtitles or captions for YouTube Shorts in Adobe Premiere Pro, followed by some tips that will help you edit Reels much faster. I already uploaded one video before this where I showcased how I edit my Shorts. But in this video, you are going to level up by learning how to add subtitles and even animate them how you like for each word. So let's start. After doing the rough edits, I go through the edits by playing it once again and remove the unnecessary parts as well as the mistakes. While talking in front of the camera, trust me, no one is perfect when it comes to YouTube game. If you are making a lot of mistakes while recording your videos, that's actually a good sign. It means you can level up much faster by adjusting small things while recording. Anyway, that's a different topic for another day. Let's come back to this now. Since I create a word by word script before filming, it becomes very easy for me to know where I can add transitions, text effects, and so on. Sometimes I want to showcase bullet points one by one for the topic I'm talking about. So for that, I create a solid color layer so that I can add text on top of it. You can download these layers from online sites as well, but for me, it feels better to create them from scratch and adjust some settings using the Lumetri color panel. You can create gradient text or plain text. This completely depends on your choice and creative thinking process. If you want to add smooth zoom ins and zoom outs, create one adjustment layer and add the transition effects. Make sure to uncheck the use composition shutter angle and change the value from 180 degrees to 360 degrees. You can choose anywhere in between that. That's what I meant to say. This gives a smooth blur effect while zooming in and out. I usually add subtitles at the very end after adding the necessary texts, effects, b-rolls and everything else. After that, I add sound effects to build the curiosity. And then comes to the subtitles. To do this, go to the text panel and choose the transcribe option. There are some extra settings that you can change here like this. I don't usually add music for short form videos because Instagram and YouTube already provide trending music tracks, which works well for me. But yes, there are some cases where I also use the music from the Epidemic Sound website. You can check the description box for all the products that I use to run different YouTube channels. This will definitely help you as well in this YouTube long game. Once the transcription is created, I go through it once and edit if there are any errors. It hardly takes more than 20% of your overall video editing time, but it gives a very high quality output. Trust me, don't skip this step. Once everything is sorted, I click on the CC button on the top, which opens a new window like this. Here, the settings are completely based on what you like. If you want word by word caption, adjust these sliders to minimum and select the lines as single. Even if you want to create custom text effects for each word by word, these are the settings that you need to use. If you want subtitles like you see in movies, you can increase this slider length. After that, click on create captions. Now this will add a new caption track like this. Now if you want to change the font style and size, select all the captions at once and go to the properties panel. From here, you can change the text size, font style, color, placements, basically everything. And note that these are plain subtitles, which means they will not overlap with previous one or next one. If you want to do that, I'll show you how. But before that, play the video once again and remove the unnecessary captions that you don't want. For example, if you already added a text layer to showcase bullet points, there is no need to show subtitles again there. Now, if you want to overlap subtitles, select all the captions in the subtitles track. Then at the top, choose the graphics and titles option. There, select upgrade captions to graphics. This will convert each subtitle into a graphic layer, so you can adjust the length, edit them one by one, and even change their placement as you like. Again, this takes a lot more time and effort, but the final output can be very different depending on each person's creative mindset. For this short video, I'm keeping it as default. So once the editing is completed, I mark the in and out points and then click on the export option. Even while exporting also, you need to take care some of these settings, especially if you are not converting your subtitles track into the graphic track. Now, here is the export process. First, give the name for your short form video. After that, choose the location where you want to export it. Next, from the presets, choose high quality 1080p HD. Under the video, make sure you check all these boxes. Next, click on more and select these two boxes as well. Scroll down a bit and under encoding, choose software or hardware encoding depending on which one is more powerful on your system. For the remaining settings, you can leave them as they are. Since I didn't converted my captions into the graphics, I make sure to enable the captions option at the bottom and select burn captions into video. If you want, you can also export captions as a separate file by selecting the other option. Finally, click on export. That's it. This is how I create captions for the YouTube short form content for this channel, guys. And the final output looks like this. If you found this video helpful and learned something new or improved your editing skills, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to this channel for more YouTube focused videos. Also, don't forget to check the description box for the links of the products that I use most of the time and every single day, I can say, to run multiple YouTube channels. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you again in the next video.